So now that the citrus strip has been removed, you can see it did a pretty good job of removing the top coat of varnish and even some of the stain. So at this point, it's going to be a process of doing a lot of sanding. But one of the things I wanted to touch on that I noticed from some other videos, a good suggestion for scraping off the citrus strip is using some plastic. You could use old credit cards or gift cards, cut them up into different shapes and use in different places to get to them. But one of the things that is going to happen is you're going to find it difficult at some point to get into certain areas and get the citrus strip off. A good thing to use is an old toothbrush. That's good for getting in and removing places like in the trigger guard area or down just inside the stock area where the barrel assembly would fit. But still, what you're going to come across are areas that just are difficult to get off. The citrus strip starts to dry, it starts to clump up, and you can't obviously get 100% of it scraped off. And what I would recommend, what I used, is pick up one of these wallpaper wetting troughs. It worked really well. I used some mineral spirits, just enough poured in there to cover the bottom, and a Scotch-Brite pad to get the clumpy areas of the citrus strip off. And then, of course, let everything dry thoroughly, and then you'll have to get to hand sanding, which is what I'm going to be doing. So after doing some light sanding and being a little bit disappointed by the time results involved, as well as the finish, I'm trying to figure out exactly what's up with the stock in its dark appearance, because I really want it to be stained a light color and really have it show the grain of the wood. That's my ultimate goal. But after doing the sanding that I did, I was wondering, what is it going to take? What is it that I'm seeing here in the darkness of the wood? Is it just penetration from the stain that was used that I eventually have to sand past to get it to a lighter color? Is it, a lot of it, just the color of the wood itself? Well, I did some online looking up of Turkish walnut, which seems to be very well known for its blend of light color with dark color, specifically the grain being darker in color, which is what I would like to see, a very light majority appearance to the wood with a real bold, darker grain texture to it. Well, what I found in my garage that I've had out there, quite honestly, for I don't know how long, was about half of this gallon container of this deck strip, which claims to be a stain and finish remover. And went back to the wallpaper trough that I had previously used, filled it up with what I had left of the deck stain, and submersed and scrubbed with the Scotch-Brite pad all over the stock, which is now drying out. But still appears to be very dark in color. So I'm looking at options to try to lighten that up, as well as bleaching. So it may just take a lot of elbow grease and hard work, sanding a lot more than I anticipated it was going to be, but if that's what it takes, that's what it's going to take. And that's where it's at this point.